The city of Denver will not get a chance to retry its case over police use of force during the protests after George Floyd's murder. Back in March, a jury awarded 12 protesters a total of $14 million for the police force used during those protests. Now, news reporter Jordan Chavez joins us in studio now. And Jordan, a judge denied the city's request for a new trial. So what happens next?
Well, Corey, this is far from over. Let me tell you that. Every decision so far has been made at the trial court level. So as the defendants, the city actually could take this to the Colorado Court of Appeals, and then possibly the Colorado Supreme Court. In fact, that is exactly what our legal analyst is expecting to happen. Wendy Traylor told me that when there's a $14 million judgment on the line, even if your efforts are unsuccessful and it costs another $50,000 in attorney fees, it would be worth that possibility of overturning such a huge verdict like this one. And now that clock is really ticking. The city has a 45-day deadline to file their appeal. There's a few things that they could be looking to get out of this, maybe either a new trial, the verdict to be overruled altogether, or even a reduction in the money owed. One thing that's for certain, though, this process is likely to be lengthy.
If this ultimately gets appealed all the way to the Supreme Court of Colorado, you could be looking at, 2.5 years. And then, of course, if it gets remanded, or if they say you need to go back to the trial court to hear a certain part of it, this thing could go on and on for many years.
And so just to answer a question that we were still getting, while this is being litigated, none of the protesters have actually seen any of this money. Depending on what happens in the appeals court, either side actually could escalate this to the state Supreme Court, but there is no guarantee that the Supreme Court would choose to pick that case back up, Gary.
Okay, Jordan, thanks for that update too.